Okay, we'll get them to read this book. Might help them. Remember, everyone here is from outer space. So, be kind and gentle to these lesser, lightly enlightened folks because they have less spatial data than you have. They do not know their own subconscious mind, nor any knowledge about others. YesUs said, "My people suffer because of the lack of self-data knowledge." So listen, space guests, give me your opinion on this question? Let those who have ears hear. Public disclaimer. Why not learn about gravity ourselves? Like we did when we were little babies. Remember? Who knows, it might lead us to discover other mysteries about energy. Then who knows, once we figure it all out, how gravity works, etc., we just all might get to stop paying gas and electric bills. Wow, now that's heaven on earth. So you see, the Christ, God whole data, has been hidden or taken entirely out of and from our religious educational systems for a very long time. Hang on, I just got a text from a friend of mine, Matt. Matt asked, wasn't the Christ 100% whole energy? YesUs. If Christ was whole, which he was, shouldn't that mean that we should follow his living example so that we could get to his God consciousness level here on earth? Did not he say, "Follow me"? Remember, YesUs said that we would all do more things than Christ taught or knew, all those who follow him. Metaphysically speaking, he was correct. The God suit always wants to do more. We are built that way. What we need is the me side to fully partner with his neighbor. The ye side to provide health, prosperity, and long life to us all. That is really the goal of YesUs. For me and ye to become we and us. Okay, I think it is time we fully disclose to the general public the facts about our God-created, God-suit living and loving energy space vehicles, which we all seem to take totally for granted. First of all, we are loving and living within these God suits, which are all preset and predestined God-designed love ye experiences. Everything is already preset by God's designers, in which we all ride within God suits. I think it's best to call ourselves what we really are, space aliens, here on Earth. We are all experiencing one of our God's love-styled vacation planets, the Earth. My book will help you learn how to drive your God suits. It doesn't matter how old you are. This book and its Christ data works to restore us all. In fact, your bodies will learn how to extend your productive life to the promised 120 years that God our Creator has promised us all. That's God's promise to us. That's the purpose of this book, to open your mind into whole consciousness of who we really are. To tell the ultimate truth about life and what our God-given life experiences really are. YesUs, we are all living within a pre-planned, predestined, God spell of mankind's history on Earth, and we are all aliens from other stars. Yes, space tourist is really who we are. On vacation here on Earth. Hope you are having a good time. For God's energy is ever continuing and never-ending living energy everywhere. Think of it as living within a God spell, where we are all basically the actors, whose roles always live on forever and ever. The God roles that are available, in which we all play any part we want to experience, and are from perhaps our Creator's studio names as G.O.D's Designers of Love Heavens LLC, presenting scriptures of love on the earth. To get to the truth about who and what we are is our goal. If you don't want to understand what I am sharing with you, that simply means that you are not ready to understand how your God suit runs. The truth is that this writing is in the form of an apology to our Creator, for at times I feel that I haven't done enough for God. God has given me so much Christ-conscious data that I feel kind of ashamed for not getting this word out to you before. Do not feel bad for me, because I do realize that everything in the world does happen for a reason. That reason is truly God's season to help us grow. Your ye side of your God suits will appreciate this data. So will your me side of your God suit. Both sides, all sides benefit from this YesUs Christ data reveal. Maybe you have felt this way before? Not doing enough for God. What is God? What are you? Let us make man in our image. Ever wonder who us is? If so, then you are most likely ready for this space tourist instructional book. I am sorry that I have not done enough to bring the YesUs Christ whole consciousness of ye to you sooner. YesUs, bringing the us effect into our lives. The question is, and still is unanswered, if we are supposed to follow Christ and his example for living. If that's true, then answer this question. Was the Christ our teacher, our guide to wholeness, left or right-handed? Are you left or right-handed? Think about that. I want you to rub your hands together, right now as you're reading. Yeah, feel your hands and sides as the touch, and now, feel and love each other's touch. That's the start of the whole consciousness within you. Those are the feelings that YesUs Christ himself felt, just like you just felt. Christ felt the same love within just then. This is just the door opener on our own, whole self-consciousness. Which is what we have always sought after, for we all are seeking the same place, our center energy efficient. Is that not true? Think about it. Let us look at this subject of the YesUs Christ conscious life. Let me ask you, did God give or design you to have 2 good hands, and 2 arms, and legs, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils? Pretty even design, is it not? Everything seems to be equally divided, but for some reason it is not equally used. Split right down the middle. By God design. The answer was and is that the Christ was whole, and God at birth made all of us whole as well. Think about it. At birth most of us are perfect, are we not? Then they start telling you what's right and wrong. Left is considered wrong in the societies on earth. The wholeness I am expressing is the whole understanding of our own self-talk within us. Is this not true? Just so you know, if this is your first time on earth, that having conversations within your own head is perfectly normal behavior. Keep your self-talk going. This is all of us talking to you, so please pay attention and respond appropriately. Makes living in the God suit a whole lot better. You will see. It is the kind of talk little children have going on inside their heads all day long. Think about it. The answer is that we all do need some rebooting of just how we are really supposed to operate and drive our God suits. To rediscover your Christ affect of becoming whole again is our goal in this book. So my space buddies, once I confess to you the secrets of the Christ effect in consciousness, and you start to understand yourself as the self-directing tenant of life in a wonderful world of God suits, no worries, for nothing can stop ye, me, and the us, thee. There is and will be more to come, good things to come. We're in a God suit. The lost rituals of God's truth are newly rediscovered by you for all times. The knowledge given to us from the tree of knowledge, which was a hemp CBD and THC tree in our God's Garden of Eden. Then we will receive the data from the tree of life. The tree of life data is the next level of understanding and driving of our God suits, and explains how so many people have lived hundreds of years in great health right here on earth. The living secrets from God's garden will be given in this book as well. Sounds impossible? Nothing is impossible for God. I am what could be called a God whole data transporter, mechanical designer, graded 3 God suit certified tour guide. I know. Just how are we supposed to drive our God suits anyway? That is what I am going to share with ye. You are the driver or not? Aren't you supposed to correctly drive your bodies? I do prefer the consciousness of my God suit as a better self thought than just the word bodies. When you say body, what do you mean by that word body? Good question. Well, when you think of a God suit, it makes it easier to drive these human spacecrafts. Doesn't it, me? Come on, we are all in God spacecrafts if you think about it. This one's named Earth. So, as you are sitting down and reading these words, you are occupying a space. You are an official spacecraft God suit. That is what you are in, and what you are to do is just hold on to this God idea of thought, reclaiming the ye being, becoming whole once again. Because this thought of ye will serve you well. We need a radical change to reset and reboot our blessed God suits. This change will begin with you and me as we engage our thought word processor to turn on the Christ consciousness of the word love within us. We finally can see the love of God as it was presented to us over 2,000 years ago. The love is God, our Creator. God is the consciousness of souls. God is formed within us all. There is only one God, one Creator, one love from the one source of all life. So what am I talking about? The love of Christ. Let me ask this question. Was Christ, Buddha, or Muhammad left or right-handed? These great actors upon the stage of life knew how to drive their God suits very well. We have not been trained correctly about how our God suits work. Have we? Why not? Well, it's true, we have good skills we have learned within our God suits, things like balancing our suits to stand and walk all on our own. And so on. We learned to talk at about 2 years of age, and if we were blessed with great parents, they treated us all pretty special. Yes, our parents taught us what was right and wrong, as they were taught, and so on, and so on. They sent us off or dropped you off to the public school system, right? Your parents are and were doing what they were told to do. Just like their parents were told to do. And so on. I think it's time we break this pattern, don't you? Start with yourself, then show someone else how you did it. Loving ye loves our souls. It is that simple. I am guessing the reason why it's been this way for such a long time is the fear of fear itself. Fear is a thought you allow on your full mind screen inside your head. Get it out. Fear nothing, for God is walking with you right now. God is within your mind. Kick fear out. It is all in our mind. Thought is all within the subconscious, conscious, superconsciousness realm of whole thought within our God suits. When you have full faith in God as our Creator, have confidence that God does know what He is doing, then you are living with no stress, no duress, very easy, no mess. You are living in a God suit that makes you part of God's real family, does it not? Work and think. Thoughts toward the center of your God suits. That's a subconscious thought idea, ye, that if ye engages, rewards your God suit greatly within the us. The ye side is the God suit's energy charger. Try this thought, see if you can feel yourself, feel the word of love within your thought word processors. Love ye, just think about it. Think about ye love. Your God suit automatically produces love within your consciousness of your God suit. Wait for it, you can feel it. That feeling is a God suit healing using your own thought of love. When you are trying this technique of the word love, you are doing what the Christ wanted us all to do and learn. The Christ is truly our proper God suit driving example, is he not? I want to follow the Christ while driving my God suit. Don't you? So, if not the Christ, who else do you want to follow in your life? Think about it. There is nothing new on the face of the earth. God has planned everything. Our yes always included too. The coronavirus fear. The Black Plague? Spanish flu, swine flu too. The use of fear has always motivated us. Fear God, for this is the beginning of self-understanding. All words open all inner files in the mind screen inside your thought processor. Words like hate, love, ignore, explore, take, give, communist, right-winged, terrorist, them, and those, more hate, love, etc. All words create images in our mind screen. These images cause emotions, energy motions, which is what we call our life. Is it not? I am writing from the ye side, with hopes the words to me are read and understood by my me. God knows it is not easy being me. To prove this to you, try using the word thought of love. Now test this within your own thought field. You will see my data passes the test of love thought. The word of love is the default thought word we should always hold on to. Love, sweet love, love. Oh, love, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing there's just a little of. Think love now and see how long you can hold on to this thought of love within your thought system. Try it. Keep trying love word in this way, and the longer you can hold love, you will begin to feel your own love within when you do this. It is that simple. Just love, think about it. I would call the current pandemic we are in now what I call a God nudge. We as a design species usually don't change unless we have to, or are forced to change. We are a very stubborn species, which is called being a human. Some call it a human being stubborn in a God suit. Being what? Being whatever God made for you. We are all just space aliens in God suits. Being love in all of us, as designed by God. Now my space brothers, what I am going to share with you is life and love changing data which I have been collecting for over 60 years. These thought values are irreplaceable and belong only to ye and me and thee, where the us lives. Yes, if you think about what I am going to share with you, your own thoughts will bring you back to the truth. Christ said that the truth shall set us free. We, like all life on the earth and throughout all the galaxies, were all designed and allowed to be here by our Creator and His designers. Why wouldn't the Creator of all have the best designers of it all? Yes, all of us. If you were God, would not you learn to delegate duties? Some people think that God just sits in the sky and watches us. This may be true on many levels, but it goes much deeper than we have been told by the authorities. What a surprise! They do not trust us with our own thoughts and feelings. I want to tell those in authority over us, don't worry about us, you start taking control over yourself one street. Learn how your God suit actually works, and then they can be better, more informed leaders. That is my hope for us all. These leaders, who have always been telling us what to do, are very short-sighted when it comes to who we are within our God suits. Have you noticed they don't mention any data to help us drive our space vehicle, our God suits? It is true. Now what I am sharing with you. The game wins when you realize you cannot take any money with you when your 2 batteries run out of energy efficiency. YesUs tell us the truth again. We are space aliens just wearing a costume of this time period. Think about it. Again. YesUs tell us the truth. www.YesUs World. www.mls-zoomingmyhome.com/Good Samaritan Funds. Subscribe to YesUs World, and learn to become a new Christ man or woman again.